Ooh, I like that one. Yeah. You are listening to the Lost Minds. You say it, that sounds better. You are listening to the Lost Minds podcast.
Let's get this session started with a deep breathing exercise. And by deep breathing exercise, I mean, see on the inside.
Hello. What are you doing? Just making a podcast. Bet you cool.
That's it.
Well, welcome to episode 62
Two.
of the Lost Minds podcast.
Is it 62? Oh, it is 62.
It don't matter. We're making up numbers right now. We're up in that range.
Yeah,
This is really the first episode. We're just gonna save it till episode.
Everything else was a
62,
warm
right?
up.
it's like a time capsule. We saved this episode for this day.
Yep.
We picked a random number out of a hat. Except for, hold on, let me turn that volume up. We did the Londonbergs, and they're like, there's like 6, 7 there. So
And those will not
that's only
continue
5, right?
anymore.
There's only 5 because
remember.
I went back and re-listened to them last week.
How much fun were you having doing it?
The first 4 were great, and then the 5th one, the one we did in Oregon, was good, but it like just took too long.
dude, don't
Dragged
leave me,
out?
Dude. Wait, what part? The part with the caravans?
No, it was the part with the Minotaur.
Yeah, I can see
pussy.
that.
Just because
Too much-
I think we all mistook what the fuck a Minotaur was. We thought it was what the fuck are they called? The half horse, half man. What is that called? The Sagittarius?
Yeah, isn't that a Minotaur?
That's
No,
a
that's not
Minotaur.
that's not a Minotaur. A Minotaur has half his body chopped off, and it's like hooves. Right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Dude, don't make me pull my freaking...
Pull
was
your
about-
phone out, for real.
I was looking
a
at
Minotaur is different than a
Centaur.
centaur. Yeah, a centaur is the horse body, and the Minotaur is like the fucking ox body or lower body
Okay.
with a
Yeah,
human
There's 6 episodes.
chest.
That's what a
yeah,
Minotaur is.
exactly.
Okay.
So we were thinking that it was
Oh.
a centaur, but it was a Minotaur, and we were like, you're really confused the whole time.
Oh,
We're just not good at
That's a
D&D.
centaur right there.
yeah, we are.
That's a centaur. You see, that's what I thought it
That's
was.
what I thought it was,
Because I
too.
was like, all right, I'm going to climb on its back, right?
Yeah.
Nope. And Snow was like, no, you're on his tail. And I was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, that makes
So it was just, like, confusing as shit.
Because I was confused as fuck, too.
But
You
it's
said
good.
it
It's
works?
fun to listen back to because.
But essentially, you're not wrong, especially if you describe it. You're like, it's a half man, half horse. That describes both those.
Yeah.
Kind of, but horses have 4 legs, and Minotaurs have only 2.
Minotaurs don't have human bodies
It's
either.
like a talking horse.
They have like a human chest.
Yeah, they have human chest, human arms, but a bull's head
Yeah,
and
a
bull's
bull's
legs.
head and bull's legs.
They have the only human
They
part
wear
on
pants
them is
like
their
they're
hands.
humans or some shit. But I mean, technically, if you were to morph like half the cells in your body to be, I guess it's more of like an ox or whatever, huh? A bull.
Yeah,
Then
seriously.
a
It's
horse.
just a standing bull with opposable thumbs.
Yeah, really.
Because, like, straight up, like, it's like 2 different kids. You know, when you ask, like, a couple of kids, all right, I want you guys to draw me a half animal. I want one half of the animal and the other half a human.
Yeah, but those are always stupid. It's like a Stegosaurus bee or
Dude,
something.
that's exactly what happens. So you have, like, the dumbass kid. He's like, all right, man, fucking put half the... shouldn't be redneck. But puts fucking half of the thing. It's just a person.
Roll
Just cuts it
Tide.
straight in half. There's a horse. Just cuts its head off. Puts the person's body on. Perfect. There's half a person. There's half a man. Then you have the other person that's like kind of more creative, you know, and he's like turns their skin like half into it, like they're almost like werewolf, you know, like a mutant.
But
like,
I
they're
will
born-
tell you one
and
thing,
then they
dude.
Gain part of it. Horns grew from that.
Go back and listen to the Lundenberg Adventures. They're fucking funny, dude. I was laughing so hard at work. Everybody's like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? It was funny as shit. Admiral's getting fucking bashed, dude. He's like, I rolled a 19. Oh, you still failed.
Dude, I think me and Brick listened to one episode, and it was like 3 or 4 times I rolled the dice and just got screwed. For
It's
it.
like every time, dude.
I don't know what was wrong with Brick's dice, but it was bad.
Yeah, Brick's
tell
like,
you what,
I aim
like-
for the eye. You shoot yourself in the foot.
It was bad.
Sweetens the deal. Have you heard of not live fiction, fan fiction? Fan fiction.
Fan fiction, yeah.
Books.
Yeah. I see. What is it?
It's books. So let's say there's like Star Wars, right?
It's like trying to link in what's happening in between.
So like
almost.
I would write it's a book written by like fans or a fan artist that ties in a character that is not really important.
But it
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah,
But it
see, I
makes
didn't know
sense,
about
yeah.
that shit until like Snow was talking to me about it a little bit because he was like saying how he wrote them too, and then he's like, "Yeah, fan fiction is basically like you just play off the line of it. Yeah, you just take a character and then go from it." Dude, we should do one of those. That'd be so easy. I think like not
What do you
easy, but like
You'd have to know the back. So like, let's say you want to do a story on one of the slaves,
And it'd have to be congruent, too.
yeah, someone that walks by and you're like, "Hey," and then they just walk by.
Yep.
I'm the hey guy. And that hey guy, he walks off and gets on a plane, and then he lives in the London
Han Solo
universe.
is definitely a hey guy
in the
in the Star Wars universe. Like, he's like, you know.
So for instance, like, do you know the werewolf guy in Star Wars universe?
No.
No.
He was in the cantina.
No, I want to be like fucking person 7, green-headed person 7 on backdrop of bar A.
That's exactly what they did.
That's what I want to be like.
I'm just
that.
using it as an example because you see the werewolf in the cantina when when Han Solo shoots the one dude. Mm-hmm. In that same cantina, there's a werewolf walking around, and everybody's like, "Oh, who's this guy?"
Han Solo did shoot first. Go ahead.
There's a backstory of that werewolf that was fan fiction. Like people are like, "Oh, he was a bounty hunter, or whatever." This, that, and
Why
this.
can't I want to be the guy that's like, who is that guy? That would be a fan fiction. We could be
Curious
that guy.
Brick.
Yeah, he's like
He's just
everybody
always
peeks his head
there.
in.
He always like,
What kind of pod racer is that?
What's
Next thing
going
you know,
on?
He's like the wise teller of the Star Wars universe. And I knew a kid. He had a junky ass
you're like
pod racer.
you're like Spike Lee
like-
in all the not Spike Lee. What's his name? Stan Lee.
oh
in all
yeah,
the
how
fucking
he pops
Marvel
in there.
movies.
And then it's like you're just that alien.
never seen an alien before.
It's like you're just like immortal or like Benjamin Button or some shit. Yeah, so you just have like all the stories and people are like, yeah, whatever, dude. And you'd seen everything in the
What
Star
would
Wars
you write
universe.
it for?
For this podcast, for this goddamn podcast. No, I
Can't do a
wouldn't.
fan fiction for the podcast.
Or someone could do a fan fiction and we can go along with it.
I don't know if I'd like to hear that.
Wait, what?
Like, say they picked it, like the person
confused
that's like,
right now.
man, what is that? It's Curious Brick or whatever. That person, it's a fan fiction. The Curious. So, say there's a Star Wars universe and they're like, who is that guy? Or let's say they take the werewolf and then they're like, we take the story of the werewolf to be easy. And he's an old person. And then as he's old, he trains 3 people. And then there's that fan fiction. And then we would be the 3 people. And then
Oh,
you
I see what you're saying.
Or whatever it might be, you know what I'm saying? And so, or even if it was a person, who is that?
I don't think we'd be that cool. I think we'd be like,
Or no, let's do that. It's
You
the
know
guy
who
that's
I
like,
would be? I'd be the first stormtrooper off of a fucking ship that gets shot. That's who
Yeah.
I would be.
You're like, let's
that's
go.
Admir's. That's
Admir's like the
Admir's
one
the
that-
offspring of
Yeah.
that.
No,
guy.
he's the guy in training and shit. When he's like, "Let's go," and then
My
like,
dad
takes
died
his helmet
first.
off, and he's like, gets his head, or is it a chick that gets her head shot? Is
There's
it
a guy. That's
oh,
off
yeah,
Starship
Troopers?
Yeah, Starship
That's
Troopers.
Admir.
Oh man,
Keep your helmet on, rookie.
I remember that movie.
Guys.
There's boobs in it.
Yeah, that movie's really
Tons of big.
pretty cool, dude. And people hated on it, but it had like, I don't know, it was cool to see, like, I don't know, deeper meaning to it. But
Brick, the only good bug is a dead bug.
it was like that patriotism, It was like made that play on patriotism. But it's funny because say, you were to take that universe. I guess not Starship Troopers. I guess you could do even Starship Troopers. That's what's cool about fan fiction. I found out is like any story you want. So it could be Harry Potter. It could be so it could be Starship Troopers.
It could
Star
all be
Wars.
intertwined.
But say that, dude. It was like basically like that werewolf grows up to be an old person, and then he becomes a professor of all these creatures on his planet. And then he has 3 students, and each one gets to choose a certain creature that he now lets battle other creatures. Yours will be called Squirtle. Yours will be called Charmander. It's like all of a sudden it's a Pokemon universe or whatever, like mixed with Star Wars, because fuck it, right? And next thing you know, dude, like your fan fiction is trying to have real life Pokemon. You're like, get in the ball. No. Get in the fucking ball. No. I guess, or whatever it is, you change it up.
Isn't that a weird,
But you can't,
weird
in a fan fiction, you can't change the
Universe?
universe.
Why? Like Smash Bros. Style, dude.
Don't know how to. You can't
It's
do
infinite, dude.
No.
You can.
That's
it is-
always bothered me in Pokemon. It's
can't
like
do
you
it.
gotta beat the shit out of a Pokemon, not to death. You gotta make sure he's not dead. You gotta get him close to death, and then you catch him,
It's
and
not
then he'll be your
It's like
friend.
running up to him and being like, "You got knocked the fuck out."
Ryan, you're mine.
No, you got to show him the power that's inside.
Yeah.
Pokeball.
Oh, you
gotta show them forcefully.
It's also true.
Yeah, exactly. It's like slavery, but
It's his
fun,
he's like,
right?
it's my destiny. I gotta catch them all.
I have to. Sorry, little buddy. I know you have a family you got to go back to, but
It's like
Not
you're going to come with me.
Not just all of them,
Squirtle.
though. The game's got a very big thing of discrimination, if you think about it. Because when you catch, let's say you catch one Pidgey.
Yep.
The Pidgey's got a certain set of EVs and IVs that you want. And natures. And then if you catch another one that's got better, you want to let the other one go and you want to keep the new one.
Do you let it go?
Yeah.
Or do
If catch
you
a better one, then
get the
you got to
resources
train that
from it?
better one. No. You let him go.
I see. You let him go. But I was watching a video thinking about like the older stuff that we used to like collect and go through and stuff. It's funny because even Pokemon cards, they're, I like watched a video of like what's their worth, what do they people think of them now and stuff, and some of them are still worth a lot because it's still popular. People still play that shit. I guess.
Oh, Pokemon Go is still way popular.
I guess
dude.
like Pokemon never,
Way
even the
popular.
card game never got like.
Never died?
Yeah, it never died off. People still play it. It's like still the
Wow.
biggest card game playing.
I still have Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards got priced pretty well, but Pokemon cards, a lot of them, depending on which ones you had or if they were mint, it's almost like a coin. It's like you got to get it unminted because if it's unminted, then it's like triple the price.
Damn.
A coin, if it's already been minted, it's like a few extra dollars.
The only thing that sucks with cards is the cards have to be perfect.
Yeah,
So like
it
they
has to
could be
basically
offset or
unminted.
whatever. That makes them worse. With a coin, if a coin is stamped offset, coin's worth more. So if you get a coin that's been stamped and it's like crushed right in the middle, so you've got like Washington's face, offset on the coin, and the other half is not stamped, that coin's worth a lot of money. If you find a super defected coin, it's worth a lot of money, regardless what it is. Like
Make one. I mean, just kidding. Find one.
Yeah, rub off a couple letters.
because for
Welded on
one,
there.
it'd be
It's welded on there.
it's a huge error for it to be stamped wrong, and then for it to make it through. The most common ones you could find are the double stamped coins.
Imagine being the guy on the assembly line, just being like, "Oh, I fucked up. It's gonna be worth a lot of money one day."
Yeah, imagine finding
You're
a double
fired.
Yeah. Doesn't even realize. Oh shit.
Imagine finding a double stamped quarter, dude. It's like stamped twice with the same thing. So it
Heads
looks
on both sides.
no. So on the same
It's like a
side,
Two-Face.
on the
Yeah.
same side, they hit it once with the tails, and then again they hit it with the tails, but it's offset just by a little bit, so it kind of looks like a blurry image.
Okay, yeah.
If you find one of those, they're worth a lot of money.
If-
Probably like $5.
If anybody out there has
Yeah.
any misstamped coins, please just send them on to the Lost Minds podcast.
Well, that's like that shows those Game Boys, like Game Boy Colors and all that. So if you have a Game Boy Color, they're worth like it says $500 or $700.
What?
Yeah, so like for a brand new Game Boy
Oh,
Color,
like in box, still packaged,
though,
right?
yeah, people will be buying those for $700. But you can still
Easy.
sell your game. So then you look at yours, but like a Game Boy Color used, like $100, $200, still quite a bit.
I would like to do that. Get one of those original Game Boys where there's no backlight. You know what I mean?
Put it in.
And just be
Dude,
like,
that'd
well,
be
good
hard.
luck, Audrey. You can't play at night. It's
know.
physically impossible.
You know, one
Would you
thing
get
I
a
did
little
find
lamp
out.
thing that hooks on it?
Yeah, I mean, if you can find one for $800 on eBay.
You know what I found out about those Game Boy cartridges though that you're playing with?
What?
They actually have a battery inside of them. So for the Game Boy Colors, they have a little battery inside that is
In the game itself?
in the game itself, the game cartridge itself,
What?
and that's technically your save thing. That's what you use to save. Is that
Memory
battery.
card?
Yeah, the battery though. It's a little flat watch battery. And you
So
use-
if it were to break, could you replace the battery? Or no?
you could replace the battery, but what happens is everything that you've saved on that Game Boy is gone.
So who cares, dude?
So like,
Start
let's
a
say
new
you get a
game.
freaking Mewtwo, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
On your
It's
gold
hard.
edition video game, and your battery dies. Because if the battery dies, your memory dies. So basically, your games all have a lifespan.
What if you play for keeps, dude?
You got to beat
And
them
you
in a
don't
certain
care?
time.
And so you want to refresh the game, and you're going to stream it, and you're like, I'm going to play this one way through.
The only way I did find out to keep your Pokemon on a Game Boy Color is if you have two of the same games and two Game Boy Colors and,
And
a
twice
link,
as much time.
and a link cable. So what you would do is you would get your first game that is about to die, or you think is dying.
How do you know it's going to die?
You don't. It's a gamble. So then you get your other game and you change the battery. You put a brand new, updated battery in it. You start yourself a new game on the new one. Then you link the two together and you trade all
that's
your good
bullshit.
Pokemon and items to your new Game Boy.
And then you
It's
walk
just
out
manual.
of the original, like, whatever it's called, the hospital.
Yep.
And then you run into level 1 Pidgey.
Yep, and you fucking
And then you pull
destroy
out your
him.
Mewtwo, and you're like, let's battle.
Dun, dun, dun.
No, you hand off the Pokemon to the new battery where it's like kind of a fake version of it. It's like the robotic version. And then you just get rid of the old cartridge where it actually had the real, true version of the game, Soul. And there's like, this battery's dead.
You don't get rid of the cartridge. You open the cartridge up and you put a new battery in it.
So you have 2 games?
Yeah.
And then that one,
Then the
you
other one-
start from the scratch.
You sell it.
No, what, dude? What if you want to try for, like, playing the game all over
Or
again?
you can keep going again. You can beat the game again on your new one.
You think you can beat yourself? Beat 8-year-old Admir? Clever as a fox playing NES games, knew the
I wouldn't
system
say I was
before.
clever as a
And then you
fox.
get in there like, I play with a PC and a mouse in my hand. And you get on there and you're like, what is this box? And next thing you know,
hurt.
little Admir's like, I enjoy this. And for 8 hours just smiling at the screen, you get fatigued. I need a coffee. Yawning. Yep. I need a shot of energy.
Yep.
Next thing you know,
Into 5-hour energy. Maybe 7.
young Admir surpasses you, and you can't get to that level, dude. What, don't you want to test yourself?
Dude,
see if
young
you,
Admir,
see if you're better.
when I was playing games, dude,
should you
I was
just kill
solo,
yourself at 8?
blind flying through anything.
How far did you make it in Pokemon Snap?
Pokemon Snap? Dude, I beat
I hated that game.
Did you?
Yeah,
Did you really?
yeah,
Whatever,
Did you get
dude.
100? Did you 100% it?
100%.
He hated that game. He
Bullshit.
never played it yet.
Dude, I was
Nobody
catching...
on Earth has ever 100% that
That
stupid
is
fucking game.
horseshit, dude.
Tell you what.
I freaking didn't go to school on some days. I was like, this
Third grade was the best 6 years of my life.
grade.
His mom's like, you must go to school. And he's like, no, if I throw a bottle in the bush before it starts, the thing will fly. And she's like, you're crazy. He's like, it's not crazy. It's Pokemon Snap.
here's my picture of Lapras. It's like a picture of a butt, but it still
just
says
barely.
Lapras.
It's like, counts.
It still counts. It counts.
It counts, you fool.
Still counts. Think about that shit though. That never happens in any games now. Like in say like the
course not.
Super NES, you'd be driving in Donkey Kong in the mines. You just fall right off the bat. All of a sudden, shoot
No,
out of a
you're-
cannon.
yeah.
You win the game. You're like, what the
Hey.
fuck? Like that shit almost never happens anymore. The game's like, I don't know. It's really easy. You can just run, shoot a guy, get shot, get low health, save the game, get up, run, shoot, die. Oh shit!
It's not like that anymore. It's just
load and then fucking put the save
multiplayer.
on there, and then that's true, huh? It's like oh,
multiplayer. The campaign
Battle
mode is the
Royale
easiest
only.
part of any game nowadays.
Yeah,
it's the
nowadays
easiest
it's
part.
easy.
The multiplayer where you have to face
Dude.
other little tiny Admirs out there that have actually been fucking. They don't even see
been
the
fucking,
sun.
They've
just-
been logging hours,
Yeah.
dude. You don't realize it.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, fucking nerd, and they're like, bitch, you've been playing 3 months straight. It's
Your
summer
mom.
break.
You're like, the
Mom.
game came out like 2 hours ago. How you been playing 3 months straight? Bitch, get on my level.
Yeah.
Time machine, motherfucker.
No, dude, I'm super excited for one game in particular that's going to be coming out in December for console.
Oh yeah, the PlayStation 4. You mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
baby.
maybe 6 months after that, it'll come out on the PC. And
6 months.
I know. Leave me alone.
So in a year, you'll
Well,
play this
that
game
was
you're
Grand Theft
talking
Auto,
about.
right? 6 months.
Yep, but this new game is like Grand Theft Auto, except
Only better.
you use
Yippee-ki-yay, mother.
yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Use make-believe.
You use
That
make
never happened. That never was a Wild West.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. I'm gonna invite Admir over.
and never let me in. I'll be
just
knocking
watch.
on the door. That's how it sounds when you knock on a door. It's like when you're beating your meat.
It's like, it's like,
Red Dead Redemption 2.
they're like, we're never letting you in now. You're never coming in.
Where are your hands? Show us your hands. I can't.
I only got one.
We ain't opening the door unless we know what's going on down there.
Well,
I
why
can't wait.
don't you just buy a console?
Because
Like Principal or...
Once he does that, his keyboard and mouse will erase from all
existence.
of the universe.
Do you play with a keyboard and mouse when you play Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah. What do I look like? A fucking
Yeah,
pleb?
'cause a lot of people play with controllers. That's why I was like, dude, it's kind of weird, but...
No, I wouldn't be able to. I can't.
Doesn't make
Controls
sense,
are
you
very
know.
hard for me. I haven't used like one constantly since like 3rd grade.
Yeah, it was kind of tricky playing with that one.
That was
there,
middle
actually.
school.
It was a little tricky, I thought.
Yeah,
Like,
middle school maybe.
I felt like I was playing with the Fat Cats controller, dude. I'm like, what is it?
You were playing with the Mad Cats one, dude.
Is it
Brian
Mad
was playing
Cats or
with the
Fat
real
Cats?
one. Mad Cats.
Oh, Mad Cats, yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
Fat
dude.
Cats is a bowling alley.
I remember having the one with the fan, dude. It's like, bzzz. I'm like, wait, so there's a fan on one side, and then like 2 vents on both sides.
It keeps your palms.
But one
not
side
sweaty.
on it, it's like, bzzz. I'm like, dude, this fucking
What a
thing's
joke.
stupid, dude. Keeping one side cool.
It's like
one
10
side
pounds
not.
heavier.
But I got them all the time because it wasn't the one buying them. My mom's like, you want to, I'd be like, can I get a controller? Can I get a controller? You want a controller? what's wrong with this one? This one's like $5. This other one's like $30.
Exactly. They're like,
It's
we're
a-
going to get you the shitty one. Look, there's extra
It
buttons
doesn't
on
matter,
it that
yeah.
don't work.
It has to say Xbox. Looks the same. Actually, this one looks cooler, is what I always got told. There's way more stuff to it. It's like,
You can see right through it.
and I was like,
And I was like, bitch.
and she would be like, okay, you want to go ahead and trade in fucking half your games, fucking half
More
that
than
controllers, the console, everything, and then you get
Fucking
like
GameStop
and
or
you get enough
something.
credits that you might be able to like find some coins on the ground
With
to
15
scrounge up
extra
after a
dollars,
month. Yeah, it's
I can afford this controller.
Oh, you just bought this game? We'll buy it back for $5.
yeah, it's like what? It's
Dude.
like we'll buy it back for you. Owe us $30. It's like
You're like, dude, I'm
what?
basically buying a $60 game for $300. What the fuck is going on
yeah,
here?
we'll reserve you a copy for $12. What do you get? The game, and
When it
we'll give it
shows
to
up,
you.
Would you
week
like
later.
a poster?
Yeah, it's $50 as well. It's like, what? Yeah, you get a poster and shit. When the ones that we hand out for free by the door, once no one collects them all at the end of that month, yeah, those ones you get that one for free as well. It's like, what? Dude, GameStop is a fucking. A lot of those places are a scam, dude. That's what I've come to realize. I was listening to this book, Never Split the Difference. It's like about negotiation. And that's exactly how it is, dude. It's always a deal. If it's a win-win, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
If it's a 50-50, then it's like a tie in soccer, you know?
Well, especially with businesses because they have money to spare, right?
Yeah, and usually when it's a deal, like a good deal, either usually what happens, both people think they got a good deal. One person thinks they got the good deal, like, I got the good
Yeah, but
deal.
the shirt's marked up to $45.
Yeah, and the other person's like, oh my god, hell yeah, I'll give you that shirt, you know, because I marked
Half
it up
off.
40%.
$20. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You
So
can
it's
go to
already marked
Walmart
up
get
20.
one for $15? I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, you know, and so like always in a negotiation situation too, even if you're like dealing with someone in the stands, you know, they're like, I'm not going to give you that, you know. That's why it's always, I found like easier when you if you were to buy something from somebody, you're like, oh, I'm not, you know, this is $10. You're like, no, I'm not going to pay $10 for that. You know, I'll get that and that for $7. Okay, you know.
Would you
so-
haggle at a yard sale?
Yard
here
sales
in-
are actually pretty
I don't know.
decent.
In America, haggling is just not a thing. You know.
I try to haggle all the time. But I think people don't...
your gypsy ways, of course you
Look,
do.
Brian, just listen to me real quick. If you give me $25, right?
No, people here are nerds, dude. They want to be like, let me see, give me straight across the board. All right, man, spit in your hand. All right, deal. You know, like no one wants to like kind of chit chat. Really, I don't know. Americans got a weird like view on it. I feel like, especially when it comes to the deals. When you look at like Arabic culture, it's almost insulting if you don't.
Haggle?
Offer a deal or like let them offer a deal or give them some bullshit answer, just so that they can feel like they actually have a choice on the matter. Where here, with capitalism, it's like, no man, you're getting this, and guess
Do you
what?
think it's
You're
ego?
also paying 12% tax on that motherfucker because I ain't, And our card, since you're only using under $3, takes 5% interest, so it's gonna have to be a $4 charge. You're like, what the fuck? It's like, so then because they don't want to pay, everyone wants to pass that buck, no one wants to pay that shit.
What kind of person's going with a card to a yard sale, though?
Dude,
Come on,
I
man.
went
I
to, I
wouldn't
went,
say
get some
yard
fucking-
sale. I'd say at a yard sale, you could probably haggle pretty good.
Oh, easily.
But even at a yard sale, the prices are to the point where you don't have to haggle because the person's already haggled themselves to that point.
but people here are like retarded, dude. Like,
Unless you get a stupid person.
because I had someone, because I've been trying to sell that motorcycle, and everybody wants to trade, dude.
What
and
are
they
they
want-
trading? Get a gun.
Another motorcycle. Yeah, one guy wanted to trade me a pistol for it, and I was like, dude, no.
Get a
a
rifle.
shitty-ass pistol.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, dude, what
Buy
are
a
you
pistol.
doing? No, I'm not trying
How
to.
much are you
Even
asking
when I
for?
put in the very bottom, I'm like, no trade. And I'm like, what? Like, people, I don't know. It's so funny because even like they want to trade for. Well, one guy wanted to trade for a '96 Ford Ranger or whatever, and I was like,
Parts.
why? Yeah, I was like,
There you go,
what the
dude.
fuck? And he's like, yeah. He's like, we can bring that over and just swap. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, nah, dude, no.
I was going to say, dude,
Edgar's like, that was not me. I was
it
not
was
trying to
me.
trade my
Look,
truck.
dude, I'm just trying to get me a bike here.
Yeah, just trying to roll, man. I just want
No,
to be free,
I'm-
man. Riding
I'm
to
just
the
saying-
sunset. You hear?
You're trying to just get money out of it, right? You just want the cash.
Yeah, but like if anything, yeah, like someone would haggle. You think they'd haggle cash or haggle? It's like offer up something with like the value of it, but it reminds. It's just like exactly like when Yuri tried to give away that fucking free hot tub. Come pick it up. Like the first 20 people that talked to him were like, "Can you drop it off? Can you drop it off? Can you drop it?" Everyone wanted it, but no one wanted to come get it. And he even stated, "You just got to come pick it up." They just see free hot tub. That's it. Call. It's like they see that. Ooh, bike this. Bam. Boom. Call.
A free hot tub. Can you come drop it off and set it up for me?
Yeah. It's
maybe
like,
buy some materials.
do you know?
for
How,
it?
yeah. Can you pull everything off your roof too? Can we take your breaker? Like they're asking that shit too. Can we take your breakers and everything too? It's like, what the fuck? Get your own shit, dude. You want the hot tub? It's free, dude. But you know, I don't know. It's a weird thing with them. Here in America, it is like kind of you get an inch, they want to take the fucking mile.
Yeah.
And it's weird. I don't know. Because even we don't have like even flea markets or that. Because I remember even trying to do that I tried to haggle with a lady. I'm like, oh man, I was at the farmer's market and I was like buying some peaches. And I'm like, these are nice. And it was like, I don't even know, like it's like $27, $29, almost like $30. And I'm like, oh damn, for like a bundle of peaches. And I'm like, holy shit, you know, I'm like, damn, are these, I mean, because they were good peaches, they're handing them out. And I'm like, I got a $20 bill. I'm like, I'll just give you the 20 for the bundle or whatever. And she's like, we take Square. Like, fucking pulled it out, a little Square thing, just swipe for a card on her phone. I'm like, dude, like they don't.
Did you swipe it?
I did.
Oh, she got
peaches,
you, dude. You got reverse haggled.
Yeah, they're delicious, dude.
Yeah,
she
they
got
are
me from
delicious,
she got me bait and switch right at the beginning. Want to
You look
taste?
fucking
You want to
delish,
taste?
dude.
Haven't I ever tasted? And I was like, oh my goodness, what
Did
is
I
that?
just
And
say
she's
she
like,
looked delish?
Yeah, I heard him say she.
And
That's
she was
what
like,
I meant, dude. That's why I
she
break
had a
tongue.
peach.
dude, and she put a spell on me, and it's called peach tastiness. But I was like,
Remember I was telling you about how I
I
tried
was
to
trying to
haggle
find out where
that?
she lives so I could just climb in her backyard. So peaches.
You would have liked to climb in her backyard, wouldn't you?
She's like, you
Mother-
fucking creep, steal my peaches.
Remember how I tried to haggle that stands guy? He was selling the stands for $28 a stand, the little the sawhorse stands. He's like, they're $28 a piece.
Oh,
And I was like, how about you give me 4 for $100? And he's like, no way. I'm like, dude, that's only like fucking $6 extra out of your fucking pocket. What's going on here? Like, you could sell me 4 stands for $100 instead of 1 for $28. What's going on? Nope, that's what the price is. That's what it's gonna be. I'm like, all right, whatever, dude. Fuck you then.
Yeah, it's like, the full price of these are this much. And for them, it's funny because, like, in their idea, it's like, well, why would I give them that? Because then they'll only expect this, you know, when eventually they're going to need it, and they'll just buy it full price anyways.
It's not gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, it's just going to get old, and everyone's going to be like, I don't want this crap.
I think the best thing was he was there, and I was like, look, dude, I'm offering you $25 a stand, where at Harbor Freight, they're fucking $10 a stand, and you still don't want to take it. I'm like, I could just go to fucking Harbor Freight and get the exact same fucking stands for less than half your price, and you don't want to haggle your price down with me.
It's like that American attitude. He just is like, picks up your little paper, and he's like, that's exactly what I'm saying. As he's ripping it up, I don't want your goddamn price. You can pay $3 more and buy it at fucking full price. And, you know, because I don't know. It's even like the same with the restrictions.
Someone else will buy it.
Because I feel like it's the same with restrictions. Because I always find that so funny with like alcohol.
On websites?
Oh yeah, that shit. How old are you? Fucking any age. Fucking past the age limit. Perfect, dude. You're in. Mm-hmm. But like, fucking, I always thought that was so funny as a kid. I was like, for real, dude? Is there like a fucking cop looking at this shit or whatever?
Is there like a cop?
There's someone in there is like, "Pew!" Fucking Batman breaks the window, bitch, headshot. Like,
Just kills your bitch ass at the computer.
you're like, what happened? Oh, you wake up.
Judge, jury, executioner, motherfucker.
It's like, what the fuck were we even talking about before that thing? Damn, dude. After you get headshotted,
You
dude,
just get headshot.
you can't even come back from
What
it.
website were you on?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
I was on,
I was on Doom 3. I was trying to look at the new game release.
No, he was
Got
on
killed.
Duke
Napster.com.
Yeah, Duke and Nukem.
Dude, well, now you can have any website you want. So it's like Duke Nukem dot. That's right. Whatever, because you can have dot anything you want. Dot yes. Dot no. Yeah. Blah 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 blah.
So you can have like a youtube.coo.com.
Hell yeah. So when people type it in wrong, people like scammers have hella bought up all the wrong fucking zones. So anything you type in wrong.
TubeU.
Yep.
I bet you that one's
pops up.
down.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. A little bit of misspelled words, and the next thing you're, why do I have malware?
Oh,
Because you're dyslexic.
Yeah,
That's
you
why.
wouldn't.
yeah.
Because you typed in TubeU instead of
You didn't pay attention in
YouTube.
school, you bitch. It's
Or
like,
if you type
you have
in,
fat
if you're
fingers.
going to like Facebook, you type instead of face, you type in FAEC. Enter, and it's like, oh, log in, please, because they make it look
Yeah.
just like the original
Enter your
website.
credit card number. Why?
What? Facebook
oh,
wants
it's
me to enter my
Facebook.
credit card number? We will be charging you $150 a month for your subscription fees. And then they just link you to your actual
Yeah, your own
account.
Facebook.
So you think you're still on there. You're like, this is great.
It's like, whew. Oh yeah, I seen everyone having like that whole scam with everyone's like, you have to pay for Facebook and everything. I'm getting it now while it's cheap. Everyone's like fucking fell into that scam because they like
Wow.
And so they because. Dude, I mean, I'm sure there's a point, but they'll do it. They'll put it maybe for a price.
No, why would you?
Pay to play, dude.
No way.
Everyone pays
so.
to play World of
No
Warcraft.
way,
Why
dude.
not pay to play that?
No way. That's so much free advertisement. So
That's true.
much.
Even like they have that bullshit little thing where they're like, Facebook, we're trying hard to keep it where it's like friends with friends, so you're not seeing annoying ads and all that
Yeah,
shit.
and then fucking Bing.com. Hey,
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, do you want to make $1
It's like, most definitely. All we need is our personal information. Like, I even made a post about it, and I'm not sure how many people seen it or whatever, but I just did like a screen recording of going to see all the ads that downloaded your information. Mm-hmm. It's fucking shocking, dude. It's just random ass ones, too. People you don't interact with, but like, it's funny, you look at the politicians, they've all downloaded our information. Why? They're on the campaign trail, or anything within the area definitely has any type of Utah program or whoever, and it's like, what the fuck,
What would you
dude?
say your information is, though? Like websites you look at, like is it
Pretty
stuff
much.
like that? Should I be
Facebook?
worried? Yeah. Like, what are they?
No, it's like
everything you
fucking what
Google.
your age is, what are you, you're a male, what other sites you're interactive with, where you frequent, where are the spots you go, what are the
Okay,
things you
okay.
like. So they're like, oh, this is his purchase history.
have
this is
Amazon
his
as
search
well, or no?
history. I'm not sure.
No.
So they can
Amazon's
see like all the
some
shit that you're looking at and
So
everything on your wish list.
It's basically
The reason
like,
why everybody has wish lists.
well, it's like pretty much, exactly, yeah. So the version I always use is the one they use on Vsauce, but for one of the most simple algorithms that a computer system has was like Target's, how they had the one where they would mail you discounts in the mail with your average thing. So anything that you have gone or looked at Target, they just send you it from your purchases. This guy got mad at Target and told them to stop sending him the ads, the weekly ads or whatever that came in the paper, because it was of all this baby stuff, and he thinks it was going to try and tell him that his daughters, or think it was okay that they could go get pregnant. Like 2 weeks later, after he ends up like bitching out some local, just customer service rep that couldn't do anything, calls him back trying to figure out who he was talking to or whatever, wanted to tell him that he was sorry because he had found out that his daughter actually was pregnant, and that Target actually knew that his daughter was pregnant before he knew, because she had been going in there buying like multivitamins for babies. She'd been buying unscented lotions, doing certain things like that. And so like, oh, this lady's pregnant. Fucking started sending her things of like newborn stuff.
Damn.
And then the dad was like, what the hell is this? And the computer knew that the daughter was pregnant before even dad knew. And she was like, oh yeah, well, I am pregnant. I have been buying. And this is just from you swiping the card and picking up a purchases. With Facebook, they're sending you the ads where you have like, it's your age or who you're around, what they like, what do you like in the area where you live, where the places you've
Oh,
been,
that's happened to
checked in.
me, dude. I bought a couple shirts, and next thing you know, I was like, hey, look, these are some cool shirts, kind of like those shirts. You want them? I'm like, fucking son of a bitch. Yes, I do.
Yeah, how do you, like, I bet there's a million times you've looked at an ad and been like, that's
Yeah, that's
fucking
never happened to
dope.
me, guys. That's
You've never
weird.
been and looked at an ad and been like, dude, that's dope. Or like, clicked on it and then
All Admir
thinking
says
it's
is
one of
all
your friends.
grinder.
You're
It's
like,
like,
what?
come on, you know you want to download it, you son of a bitch.
I've never seen
Download
those ads.
that.
I've never seen those ads.
It's honestly scary, like, how good they are with their algorithms and shit. Dude. Especially with like suggested
It's
friends.
really
It's like the
simple,
suggested
too.
friends and shit. Even people that. So if you look at people's things like Facebook and stuff like that, you will pop up on their suggesteds more. So just by that, just
So if
to
people-
try and make a connection for you.
So if people are popping up on my suggested list, that means they're looking at my account?
If they have like 2 friends or 2 followings, chances are they've looked at your account. So if they're like, wow, man, I only have 2 related friends compared to someone who might have like 36 related friends or whatever, chances are they probably searched you.
Damn.
Okay. So, if
Call
me
him
and
out
Brian...
right now. Call him out right now, dude. Who
Look,
is
you
it?
motherfuckers, quit looking at my shit! No,
Well, unless
I
you
don't
believe
give a
the
fuck.
new Facebook where they're like, we're working on our friends, when it's like, yeah, whatever.
So, like, let's say me and Brian have a friend that's in common, and you look at their account, then on their account it's going to say, hey, Brick wants to be your friend?
All of a sudden, I'm going to pop up in their suggestions.
Suggestions.
And they're like,
Hey.
why is this person? I only know. I'm like even something, like, especially the ones where you're like,
Dude, I have a list of suggested people, like fucking 30, 40 people.
and is there people that have 1 or 2 friends compared to like 40? Because like the ones they'll just pick, they're like, holy shit, you must have went
I
to
wouldn't
school.
know.
So they when you have like 40, it'll say right below it, it says you have so many mutual friends. Mm-hmm. So if it has like 40 mutual friends, it'd be like, oh my, they're going to keep
I
pushing.
don't even have that many friends, though.
They're like, oh, you have 1 mutual friend. You're like, oh, holy shit, that's 1 more friend than I've had. You're like, add it.
It's your mom. You're like, reject.
Yeah. You're like,
No, like for me, it's like usually it's like suggested friends, and it's like a list of 60 people, but they've all got like one or two mutuals.
Like acquaintance.
Yeah. Like mutuals, like one of them knows you, or one of them knows Brian.
What about any that are way more than that?
Maybe four.
Way more than that.
4 or 5 people.
Yeah, those are like the average ones.
I'd say, but I like.
Why would they do that though?
Many friends.
So like, why would they pick those two? You know, I guess could say it's like, why? Damn, why are they down to?
Why would
where's
you
the ones with
add
like 5 or
someone,
7?
is what I'm thinking overall is like, why would you add someone over mutual friends? It's like, hey, we know the same person. Let's be friends.
Yeah,
People do it, especially like businesses, dude. Unfortunately, there's a chance that most of the businesses you go to, if you don't submit already a photo with your resume, they're just going to Google you. And they'll Google you, whatever comes up first. Usually if they're like, a company here, Facebook's really popular in Utah. I don't know if it's just because of cults, but they like enjoy other cults. So you get on that shit and like they will search you too, you know, and sometimes it's like make or break too. Some people will even just look at a resume for the photo and they'll be like, nah. And then and some won't even, because you don't even have a photo on there. If they do find the
What if you don't
photo
even have a Facebook or an Instagram?
Then you're living good on the spectrum, I guess.
The only people that I want to be friends with already blocked me. So,
well, social media should be like, and it's funny because that's how they even play on it with Facebook. They're like, oh man, back to the connections and things you used to have, and the people you used to know or whatever, blah blah blah. And because it's funny if you think about it, like especially a lot of the people I somewhat see on Facebook. The last time I seen him was when I was handing him my cap and gown right after they freaking did the shit in high school.
Exactly.
Like, peace out, dude. You know, because we ain't buying them, so you barely get them right when you step on, and then right when you get off, they're like, give it back. No one's stealing this shit, you know. And that was the last time I seen a lot of them. Met people, I'm like, all right, see you later, blah blah, you know. Hang out, and the next day I was like starting work basically, and then those people you only kind of stay connected, which is good. It's an awesome thing that we get it with social media and stuff. But sometimes it's even on like the opposite scale, like negative, because it's like win or give or take, because someone can hop on there and do the opposite, or like abuse, do the stalking thing, do some stupid judgment of you if you were to get a job and seen you partying on some shit. What the fuck, they party with this person? That's the other part that somewhat sucks, is like if they somewhat know you through some other person, your
relationship with them is already ruined before you even
And in small lake city, it's a weird thing, you know. People are like, oh, you've hung out with this person before and stuff. It's like,
you're not hired.
Yeah, it's like, I'm your second cousin. God damn it, get out of my bed.
It's like, dude,
God damn it, not again.
it's crazy. And that thought process is crazy, because it's like, where do you stop? Because it's like, oh, if you have a friend that's a girl, well, you hang out with a friend that's a girl, you must have been fucked in the ass then, dude. You like dicks too? No, why would you think that? Because that's a girl, dude. Girls like boys. So you're hanging out with a girl, you must like boys. No, dude, that's crazy, you know. But like in a job, they'd be like, you hang out with this person, dude, you must be like a crackhead. No, I in fact would like to tell that person not they shouldn't be doing that kind of things. When I have those interactions, you know, we're like, we're getting caught, we're doing the opposite.
Take your word over.
No, you're a crackhead, you know.
At least it's not like
whatever,
MySpace
dude.
and have your top 8, because imagine that.
Dude, after a minute too, yeah, because like you're like, everyone's like, well, we've been hanging out for a while, dude. Am I like not a friend, dude?
It's your
Like,
boss. He's like, I've noticed your top 8 hasn't changed.
your girlfriend's like, dude.
I mean,
like, damn straight,
am I not
bitch.
treating you right?
Your girlfriend's like, why am I still number 2? Well, dude, me and my homie, we've been friends since fucking day 1, dude, and ever since we started, they've just been my number 1, dude. But I'm like your girlfriend now, and then you're just like, oh fuck.
Well, see, if I move you up to number 1, and then he gets moved down to number 2, and then we break up, then I gotta awkwardly move him back up to number 1, and I can't be doing that.
And then you're like, dude, I don't even care anyways. No one cares about that, but I care. I care about that.
Oh, me neither. And then in the back of her head.
I'm gonna delete the account. Gonna delete this account. And if you're smart like Facebook, you don't have them deleted. You got to leave that activated. Why? Because for one, the police, you know, they got to be able to help to have more information to help identify suspects. And then 2, you got to keep these ads running, dude.
Which surprisingly works really well.
Dude, who helps an ad sell you more money? Fucking your family members, dude. The information they get from your family members or whoever you're friends with and all that kind of shit, their information helps sell ads to you better than the information that
You know what I'm doing right now, Brick?
selling my information, you son of a bitch.
I'm deleting my Facebook right now.
You can only deactivate it.
No,
Or
you can
deactivate
remove all your pictures, delete all your pictures, delete all your contact information, delete your name, change your name to John Doe.
It's already saved to the server, though.
Don't not if you change it.
But it's already...
Especially if you change it, they're like, oh.
They're like, ooh, we got something to hide here.
Yeah, let's save
NSA
all
file
this.
21482C, capital L, and then 24L12, CCC L214. And like,
Boom.
pull it up. This is fucking Juan Marco. Yeah, shit. Or, sorry, it was 147K, lowercase L, high case L. There we go. Uppercase L, yeah.
Boom.
24876
Found him,
L2C.
Admir. Send one of them mother of all bombs to his place.
Actually, that'd be more like
Sir,
Limo
that'll take out an entire block.
or Lima. Kilo.
Look, when I give you an order, you fucking do it.
Sir, yes, sir.
You know what they did in World War I when someone just didn't want to fucking follow an order?
What?
They tied him to a goddamn chair.
Yeah, Admir just like pulls his gun out there in a submarine.
And then they shot him.
Who would do this man's fucking job if I were to blow his brains out? I would, sir. Fucking bullet in there. You crazy? You killed a man in a submarine. I'll do more than that. Take his job. It's like you run in a ship on fear, dude. Pure adrenaline and fear.
Who would take this man's job? I could try.
Perfect.
What background do you have? I'm the janitor. God damn it! I just killed a ghost.
I always feel
Navigation, man.
I always feel like I'd do that shit.
Go
like
this way.
If you had like a group of the not hostages, but like in the area where if you're the hostage, you get out and you have all these people, and then you can't understand anybody. I'd be like, who speaks English? And if one person's like, I do, I'd kill every other person there. You know, like what else do you need them there for? You know, they'd be like coming after you and shit. Next thing you know, they freaking get out of their little shackles and then James Bond your ass, dude, and you're like, ugh, get your neck snapped and you run out of there.
I'm so confused by that story.
Oh, dude.
I'm a little fucking whoopy right now. So.
Whoopie.
Oh, from with the shots or whatever?
I don't know. I feel zoned out.
Oh, dude, I know what that is. It's depression, dude. It's you're present, but you're not present, dude.
Brick, how do I take care of that problem? Please tell me Facebook.
Well, first off, dude, at least I don't know.
You gotta log at least 13 hours of Facebook within your day.
Like the
Pretty close to
old
that.
saying goes, "Big dicks in your ass, bad for your health." So we gotta cut those out first.
Well, I can't do that.
You're like, what? What do you think this is? I'm a goddamn American, all right? I can do what I want. This is the land of the free, home of the brave. It must be anything else other than this.
There's got to be another way, Brick.
So, Admir, you went fishing?
He's like, whoa. What do you want to talk about? How he freaking uses fox adrenaline and just goes on rampant, like, Admir just pumps a bunch of fox adrenaline in him, and next thing you know, he like disappears for like 3 days because they didn't lock him in the cage. It was a full moon, and everyone comes back from good nights of after having long dinners and good conversation, and they're like, "Man, my ass hurts, man." And he just went on this ravaged scale, dude. Admir just goes and ravages everybody.
Mm-hmm. I mean, dude, I'm not going to say it didn't happen.
I just don't remember it.
Think
I
about
just
it.
don't remember it. I call it werewolfing.
Well, how long, dude? We start messing with all this shit already with our DNA and all that stuff with like CRISPR and all that kind of stuff. How long until you have like a werewolf syndrome and shit? You didn't lock him up in his cage? No, dude, he's fucking. Oh no, and he's just like,
I think that
it's like a
CRISPR
giant
thing-
dick flying around.
What's
It's like,
CRISPR?
It's like a DNA robot that changes certain things in your DNA. I think the only thing is basically imagine like a cell
you
or a
could be-
chemical that you can program to remove certain
They find
DNA
you have
strands and
autism
add new
or
ones.
What?
So like let's say you're about to have a kid and you go into the doctors and the doctor's like, we think there's a high potential for your kid to have autism. You can actually inject CRISPR into the womb or whatever, and these things will look for those strands of DNA and they'll remove them and they'll replace them with ones you want.
Or even
So like let's say you want your
Yours
kid to
is a
have
girl.
blue eyes.
That's
You
so
could go
dumb.
in there, you could remove the brown eye strands and you could put blue eyes. And then you could be born with blue eyes.
And it starts to gets even crazier. If you have dwarf syndrome, you can pull out that. You know, if it's boy or girl, you can. It's fucking crazy, dude.
What thing you could do is what a lot of people are probably going to do is you can get blue eyes with blonde hair, and you could just be
You'd be perfect.
you'd be perfect.
Dude. And that's the scary part, because like, at what point do you think it ever stops, or do you think it? I wonder. I was wondering if maybe medicine and all that would catch up before technology. What would come first? Like, say you could upload yourself in this
Porn
perfect
first.
matrix or something.
Porn first,
Yeah,
and everything else.
I think people would start changing their bodies to fit.
In real life,
Porn,
over like
yeah.
a computer. Like, what if the computer's like Matrix?
No.
And like, we'll upload your
it doesn't matter
consciousness.
'cause
No,
it's not
dude.
real.
People pull their brains out.
Don't matter.
Dude, people are crazy though.
Imagine if you can go into a doctor's visit and you can come out with fucking wings. like wings that work. You can fly around like a goddamn
and then you
angel.
die. But what happens because you fly in the air and get burnt by the sun like Icarus? Or let's say you freaking
What if you can go into a hospital and come out looking like a centaur?
Yep.
let's say and then you don't like it and then you go back in and do it over. Well, I guess you could.
You
even
can come back and
but without
fucking.
let's go back to the flying one. You flip in this guy, you burned up, whatever, and then
You died. You're dead. You're
say,
done.
In a computer, you could respawn, dude.
No
You want
way.
to respawn?
Yeah, but it's still not
Yeah, but
real.
it's not real though.
How many respawns you want, though?
Dude, just think about this. You could join the Mile High Club with your own wings, man.
And your own
You swoop
hand.
down. You swoop down. You grab the prey.
You talk a
take
lot
it up.
about this real stuff. What is real? What is reality, huh? Man, when you get the sensation of a Mark Watt
Yeah.
grabbing on you, huh?
When you're flying with the angels, literally.
That'd be another dimension in time, too, though, because, dude, it'd be, I don't know, it'd be such a different time if you could have wings so you were to, like, be able to fly off. Or,
That'd be
You think
horrible. I would hate that.
Would you think it'd be in space, like in and out of space at that point? Or, like, would that be, because, dude, with the Mars shit and, like, Space Force and I don't know,
You know,
our whole
honestly-
space program is so whack, dude.
Honestly, if he does create a space force,
will
and
be
start
Dude,
pushing
no
it-
space
You can
Look,
vote right now for the logo. There's like 6 logos you can vote for.
That's so stupid.
They're fucking haggard,
So
dude.
stupid.
Dude, look, I'm telling you right now, I'm a huge advocate of having a
I
space
like the Space Force.
cadet crew or whatever. And if they do something like that, and if he does get it pushed through, I would be like, look, you know what? I was there. I was fucking there.
I clicked for.
I clicked on that one. This
I know.
one, runner up.
I helped. Shake and bake, and I helped. Freaking, it's like, dude, come
I
on.
remember back in the day where you can get shake and bake powder in a
That's
can
some-
box.
One of those weird, like, hippies, dude, and shit back in the day. Yeah, man, I was watching the fucking space shuttle land on the moon, and I was, like, just sending them my positive vibes, man. And those vibes helped them land, man.
We did it.
And we did it together. Our
these
vibes
Like
joined as
sports
one.
teams, like
Yeah.
sports teams. We did it.
Oh, yeah.
We won.
Are these
Yeah,
the
we
6
ain't nothing
Space
to
Force
fuck with.
logos right here?
Your 6 Space Force logos, I think so, yeah.
Oh, those are
Is
horrible.
that your vote ones?
Yeah, I think the red one with the gold.
There's
There's no guns in there. There's no,
There's no
there's
Red,
no
white, and
guns,
blue.
no lightsabers, nothing.
It'd be cool if they like made a Space Invaders one. It's like,
What if Donald wanted to build a wall around the Earth to keep all the aliens out?
think how shitty those are, dude. I know. It's like it's like a Halo ring that just spins really fast or something. It's like a lawnmower. Those guys probably got like a few $1 million to design those things. How does the Space Force have a fucking team that they spend more money on graphic designers and multimedia designers and fucking graphic artists?
Facebook
What?
guy. They have an Instagram guy.
Those really are shit, though.
Yeah.
Dude,
No guns, no Battlestar
yeah,
Galacticas.
no, I mean, just round thing with a a line through it. You know, well, I guess what does Air Force look like? An army or a star and stuff. But I enjoy that. Even the army logo. You know, I guess the newer one. You know, Live Strong or some shit. But even just
That's Armstrong, isn't it? Or what's
I
his
don't
name?
fucking know. One of the
Okay.
two.
U.S. Army, the gold one?
Yeah, what is
this
that?
one?
Oh, see, that's decent. Yeah, I like the simplicity of it. It says U.S. Army with a star. What's the other one? What's their motto? Fucking. Sorry, Army
U.S.
guys.
Army's motto
Yeah.
is command, conquer, and destroy.
Isn't because Don't Tread on Me, right? Is that the Marines?
Don't
Yeah.
tread on me, no.
No?
Don't tread on me is a snake.
Yeah, that's just like, it's like,
like
militia, basically.
Oh, the militia. Okay. See, dude, I'm sorry. I'm already naive to that kind of shit. Already fucking.
The few, the
Yeah.
proud, the Marines.
No,
That's right.
the first
Army
Marines
lives strong.
established in the city of Philadelphia, and they carried drums painted yellow, depicting the coiled rattlesnake with 13 rattles and the motto, Don't Tread on Me. This
was
is the
that?
first recorded mention of the featured Gadsden flag symbol. I guess it is a Marines thing, but
Okay. What's the Army's thing? Was it not Live Strong? Because that's the fucking that is the or Lance Armstrong thing. Army's is something Go Strong or something. But
Oh,
even
I
then,
know
it's
what it
simple.
is.
Even the Air Force is simple. It's funny. The Space Force they went straight cartoon.
Space Force.
It's like, are they?
We'll do it.
Are they trying to be? I don't know, like because. I think like with the Army logo, the Army is like perfect. I think that's like simple, looks good. You see that star, you'll know. You know,
Army Strong?
Army Strong. There you go, dude. How did I not know that? See,
I don't know, it's so simple. You're like, it's like 1,000,000 words long.
dude, come on, you guys
Strong.
didn't help me out there, did you? Were like, what are you?
I
talking
was
about?
confused by what you were saying. I was
You're like, oh, what's the Army? But think about that. You just throw a star on there, bam, there you go. The Space Force, dude. They're like, I mean, it's like look at like Nike. They got that swoosh. They have Nike. You know,
Just
Nike
do
sponsored
it.
They got to do something cool, dude. With the so what is the Navy's? I guess you could do an anchor.
So what would your motto be for the Space Force?
To infinity and beyond. No, I'm just kidding. Fucking Buzz Lightyear. But see, that's why everyone goes to it. I'd be like, I don't know.
Space Force. Mind
It would be
Quad.
more of a logo, not a motto.
It'd have to have a motto.
I guess the motto, my Space Force motto, would be
It'd have to be.
shoot for the moon. And if you miss, you still got the stars.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, dude. That's good, right?
Funny, I was
Yeah,
like
so then
saying
you
this
could
shit
see like
yesterday.
one of the ships blow up in midair. At least they're going for the stars.
Yeah, they're good boys. They'll be on the clouds.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm still alive.
think about it. Fire is just remnants of an old star that would transform into a different material and then reused. So they basically did go to another star.
Yeah, it's really cold up there if you think about it. So having a
ship blowing
body turned into a fire probably feels really good. Like
What would your motto be for the Space Force?
My motto would be Space Force.
infinity,
No divorce.
no divorce.
I don't know. It's
It'd have
got to
be
rhyme
something like
somehow.
that. Galaxy
Space Force.
or never give up, never
Do your
switch.
chores.
It would be like freaking infinity to and beyond or something. It has to be 2 words,
Mine
right?
would
So
be, we didn't find heaven in the clouds, so now we're looking for it in space.
there's too many words, dude.
Here
It's
we
gotta
come,
be like,
Jesus.
It's got to be like 2 words, like Space Force, above and beyond, or some shit, you know, like or
Space
whatever.
Force.
Space strong.
There you go.
Oh
Yeah,
my
Space
God.
Force. There you go, dude.
Space strong, dude.
Space Force, Space Strong. It's like or
Lots of space in there.
That's a lot of
Space
space
fast,
in there.
yeah.
There is a lot of space, though, so that
Yeah,
makes
it's true,
sense.
dude.
Space Force. I don't know.
Infinity
I just don't know.
Strong, like a little kid. You're 100% stronger than
No,
you.
it'd be Space
I'm
Force, a
200%.
force of space.
No, I got it.
Ooh.
I got it.
You like that
You
one?
give us the moon, we take the solar system.
Yeah.
That's a good one, right?
Well, shit on your moon and piss on your stars. Fucking Space Force.
Space Force, huh?
It's like Space Force, Space Force. Space Force, Space Force. So nice you said it twice.
Space Force.
Wait a minute, I got an incoming call.
From
Let me
Space
put this
Force.
guy on speaker. Hello?
Yo, this guy.
What up?
Hey,
Don't say nothing stupid. You're on the freaking recorder.
You're on the podcast. Give us a question.
What?
Give us a
You
question.
on Bosnia or no?
I might be. I might not be.
Alright, well, can you send me your address because Dolores needs to send you guys her wedding invitations.
I don't believe in weddings.
You believe in free food, she says?
How is she hearing me? Do you have
what
me
a
on
woman.
speaker?
She knows just how to get to your heart.
Damn it.
Yeah, I have you on speaker.
I have you on speaker as well. You're going to be on episode 62 of the Lost Minds podcast. Make sure to listen to it.
But she says, do you believe in free food, at least?
Yeah?
Then you'll be there, right?
Yeah?
Well, send him your address.
How do you guys not know
Go
my
ahead.
address? You lived by me for like 15 years.
Give out your address.
I know
Admir.
it was like basically the opposite of mine. It was like,
No, it's all right, dude.
Don't
I'll
say
send
it.
you the
Just text it.
address.
He's going to say it right now.
31,
Don't say it.
37.
Don't.
Yuri.
The opposite of mine.
Don't say it.
Yuri,
Yo,
Seriously, you don't
I
want
really
fucking people
enjoy
to know where you
speaking
live,
with you, dude. You're great.
enjoy speaking with you too, man.
Okay, I'm going to hang up on you right now. Bye. Was that douchebaggy?
No.
I don't think so.
I thought he was trying to give out addresses, dude. Can't have that.
I don't think anybody heard anything.
feel
Except
like-
for that I live in fucking Oklahoma.
I feel like people should never. I mean, even with like, I guess it's good postal service, all those kind of things. But even as far in the future, that is something that's really. I don't know. I feel like a person, even if you're like, I'm going to invite a friend over. I don't know. I feel like that person should be like, okay, you know, everyone should be able to accept who comes into their space where they live, where they kind of
Yeah, but either way, you
like
can
right, I
look
think
it
it's
up.
so which is so weird because like I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, at the end, like I can find where anybody lives, you know, but. I don't know. It'd be nice if you didn't have that, you know.
I mean, who's coming to your house that you don't want?
Nobody, it's too much work.
Exactly.
Dude. Especially with like the license
Fuck
plate
that.
thing. They're
No,
like, pull your
dude.
license
No,
plates out.
no.
It's
I got
hard to find fucking license
I got a
plates. dude.
good story for you guys about that. So back in the days when we were playing DayZ, one our clan leader,
Whoa.
He sent. We sent.
You want to say that? Plan.
Hey, yo. So we sent a freaking message to another clan, and we were telling them like, "Hey, we're gonna invade your server."
You guys really want to fight us?
Clans fight within each other, dude. Like fucking bloods,
bro,
dude. Oh man.
So we told them like we were gonna invade their server or whatever, unless they close their server down. For
Our
a day.
cloaks have pointier hoods.
It was it was stupid, and
Where's your red stripe?
basically those guys got all angry and posted the thing on Reddit, and it got like 1 billion fucking views, and everybody started hating on us. And the guy that posted the message, people were sending him death threats to his mail at his to his front yard.
Oh really?
And they were shipping bricks to his house and having him pay for them.
Wow.
Oh, just the weight or whatever.
The weight, yeah.
Oh, that's funny. I'd send him a brick too, and it's like the old school thing where you wrap a note around it. Johnny's coming for you when they like throw the brick through the window or some shit.
Dude, people.
Tomorrow's your last serenade.
People, if you
Take
piss
a
people
taste.
off, man, they'll go above and beyond. 2 stars.
Space Force.
Well, especially if they ain't got shit to do. That's how I kind of sometimes judge people to know that they have like a miserable life. So in the other day, here's my example. I was driving down the street and there's a guy a little bit in front of me, maybe like a car length ahead of me. And this lady
T-boned
pulled
him?
out right by 56, kind of by Michael's and shit, and she pulls out, but hella slow. And I'm in the right lane, and he's in the left lane. I slow down plenty of time. And then she's pulling out, so she is in the one, and he's a little further ahead. And he just, like, slams on the brake pretty far back, and he's like, man, like, honking at this lady. And she's like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And, makes her way left, gets the fuck out of there. The guy's fucking flipping his hands and shit, and I, like, go past him. He fucking just flips around, cuts these people off coming the other way, and fucking takes off after that car.
Damn.
So I'm like, he probably followed around, but like, bitch, you cut me off all that shit like that. I'd be like, you have the fucking
What do you do if you're that
time
lady?
of day to do that.
What do you do? Do you have them? Do you
Call
hand
the
them
cops
$5
or kill
what?
him if I had a gun.
Like, how do you make it right? Yeah. How do you make it right? Do you like hand them?
I know. Hey, what do you
your
do?
firstborn, or
you
what?
owe me a freaking apology. I'm sorry.
In letter form.
Thank you.
Do you know cursive?
Yeah. You better,
Sign it.
You better tweet about it. Tag me in that shit, you bitch. Fucking like leave or whatever. Yeah, it's true. What do you need?
Yeah,
What's your
exactly.
validation? Like, what the fuck are you? That's what I
You're
think of.
done.
I'm like,
Yeah, that sounds pathetic, dude.
it reminds me of that like fucking
She
kid
didn't
who was
die,
in that
you didn't
shitty
die.
Vine
You
where
didn't
he's like,
kill
I got
anybody.
time to
God,
do
now you're going to make me late. I'm going to chase you down and tell you that.
Yeah, it's probably another thing. You cut me off. You've made me late. Probably lost my job as well. It's like next thing you know, it's like all their fault, because they play into it. But that's the funny thing too. I mean,
Here's a quick question for you.
I think it's probably
if
crazy
everybody had
people.
like an brick on the back of your windshield, how much more better would you drive if everybody had one of those?
I think a lot more, especially if
You know what I
knew
mean?
they would go, or like especially with that Google Glass, if they had like the GPS. It was like a fucking virtual reality bug.
If your license
what
plate
the
was
fuck?
your-
you only
your
have a
act.
4.5 rating, dude. You live over here, dude. You've already pissed
You
off
would
7
fucking
people.
cut me off.
What the fuck? Like that shit would be intense.
It would
dude.
suck if you got haters, dude. Like let's say you pissed off Joe Rogan, and he's like,
Exactly. That's why
he's
you
like,
would drive.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
Here's his name.
Uh-huh.
And you look at your thing above your head, and it's like you're at positive like 30. It's like 29, 28. It's like doesn't stop.
Server
it's like
down.
in the negatives, it's in the red. It's like you're negative 5 million now. You're like no.
Which is crazy because think about I think it's funny that if there was that person, it's like yes, I must go after them, and they're spending all that time and energy and stuff, and so their validation is it has to be miserable at the end of the day. It has to suck. You gotta let the haters hate.
Yeah, that's
and
what
if
I
you're
think
like
it's gonna come out
motherfucker,
to.
man, if you just like get rid of it's like someone joking on you. If you're like, hey man, you look like fucking James from the Beanstalk and stuff like that. You want to show your mom my Beanstalk or whatever, and like. all of a sudden you're playing with it, you're like, oh man, I can't call him the Beanstalk guy because then he just fucking looks stupid on me. But if someone's like, hey, you look like James the Beanstalk, you're a bully, man. And it's like, and then it's like, fuck yeah, I got that validation. And it, I don't know, it's almost like that basic schoolyard shit, but grown up older.
That's what I think it's going to come down to. I think everybody's going to be their own brand.
Oh, I think so too. I think that's
So,
coming.
like you,
I want to be.
how many followers do you have? That's what's your value.
Oh, fuck yeah, that's how it is, especially with a lot of marketing and
Not
stuff
if you're a
that doing on there.
hipster, you have 0 followers. 'Cause
No, dude,
that's what it was like
I
back in
mean-
the day.
I think it.
I don't know.
I think it will be like that too, and because it's like, even if I were to say like, hey, who owns their? Do you guys have like your name, Admiral Husick or BrianArchie.com? Like, think about it. See, you got it. Do you have yours, dude? What if someone else buys yours and puts only dicks on there and shit? Like, that's like for me. Even like that. I'm still switching over the website or whatever, but just having the name, it kind of gives you that thing. Should I have that? If it didn't matter, if you didn't think people were searching or doing it, you wouldn't even think they have to worry about it. But since it's like a thing, everyone's pretty soon. I imagine the same thing. Like you're saying, you're gonna have branded websites. They're gonna see kind of who you talk to, what do you do, what your Indeed look like, especially for the kids now where they got.
Won't be like it won't the. It'll definitely be not. Do you have a high school diploma? It'll be what's your handle.
Oh yeah, we're
gonna look up your website real quick.
Oh man, you made a lot of political comments here. We can tell you're definitely very well versed in the right wing terminology, so you're perfect. Even you think they would want to have to go to school about economics or doing whatever, but instead there's like, no, dude, we got your rating with the people. The Tribune of the pleb, dude, we like you.
You know what I was looking into is the where the government pays everyone. Everybody gets like a monthly payment or whatever.
Oh yeah, that like not sustainable living or monthly income or the basic income.
Basic income, yeah. What's your opinion on that?
I think it'd be all right, honestly.
Like, let's say you got paid just $5,000 a month. That's it. That's your basic
Why
income.
though? Because then it equals out to nothing when everybody has it, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's supposed to push you to do more creative things.
Yeah, you have
instead
more
of spending all your time at work.
Like sit on Fortnite longer.
Well, the way I think
there's
going
to be those people, but then there's going to be people who
So then,
are
how do
going to
you
get bored
stop
of that.
How do you stop their funneling of money?
It's,
what I mean?
What do you mean?
You it's like your robot. I think like that's the way I think it would work best for the basic wage income. Like if there was zero options. So if
Then you have to have so many companies to agree.
But think about like Amazon. You have your warehouses that do your fucking. It's a robot that does your warehouses. Bam, there goes all those employees. You got your warehouse. You have your automatic driving.
that's
your
what I'm
trucks.
saying is
all
that
the truck
every
drivers, all the
single
car people,
company
all the
would have to
taxis,
be
all the
like-
everybody is automatic one. All those people lose jobs. Think about all those people losing jobs. What the fuck do they do?
But it won't be like that. It'll only be the UPS and the FedEx, the big guys on the block, the Walmarts, the ones who actually have the money to get the automated robots to work there.
Say it's like
that have enough money to
say
spend
the
on
government puts a thing. It's banned. You can't. No humans are allowed to drive cars. Automotive only highways.
Then there'd be
And it's like what
overthrow.
Dude, but then say like that's the thing. They're like, you guys, there's no more all truckers, all warehouse people. Even let's say like they're like no more cars. You break that, we won't even have to fucking have wrecked cars. No more need to paint cars and all that stuff. Everyone's like, what? No more industry like that. Houses, you have robots come fix
It
them.
would
3D
all
print them
have
on
to
there.
be done at the exact same time.
No.
You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
And think about, and then what do you do? It's like,
'Cause
well,
then-
shit.
all right,
Deliveries
what if-
from Amazon.
All right, so deliveries from Amazon are all
Drones.
automated. All
Yep.
right, drones, but body shop is not. We're still working there.
But say if
works.
no one
Are we
crashes
gonna be-
anymore,
are we
though.
gonna
if
be
it's
getting
robots,
paid?
dude, no robots
No,
crash.
it goes slowly. So first it starts off with drones bringing stuff.
So do we get paid more?
You get your 5,000
because we're the
basic
ones
income.
that are working, and everybody else is getting 5,000 for not doing shit.
Yeah, you would
Yes,
get paid
you're
more.
getting your 5,000 plus whatever you're making on the
So
side.
I think they would be like, "No, you're working still." So
No.
you know what I mean?
But
Kind
it
of
would
like
be.
basic income
But
for
what would you be
It's
doing
already
though if you're
happening
working
with,
making TV shows or content on YouTube for people, and then people want that? Hey, you're making something still, and you're getting your basic income. Or say you're painting stuff for someone, or say you're making custom stands for someone, or you're making custom knives for someone, or you're doing whatever.
how many people would be glad to just have $5,000 and not have to do shit?
Well, there's like it's like that one
Yeah, I mean, a
baseball
lot of
player.
people-
Is it a baseball player or a
But he-
football player? He's super
Making-
rich, but he's a plumber on the side.
yeah,
Oh,
So
yeah.
the way that's how it would work too. You'd get your basic income, but like,
but
let's
you
say-
don't need plumbers anymore because there's a robot that does it, right?
maybe,
If they take
What
one of
if
those jobs.
I bet you a robot could
But
do
you
Twitch
could-
a lot better than a human could,
but you could make
Probably.
yourself.
knowing algorithms and all that shit.
But you could make yourself a robot though. Like let's say I like handcrafted stuff. Let's say you want to buy a gun or gun stock or something, right? And instead of having it, all the guns that are out right now, like by any of the firearm industries, they're all basically robot milled, right? Stamped, everything smashed together by a robot. Like there's maybe one or two guys working on it, but it's all done by a robot. And all the wood stuff on it is just stamped wood, so it all looks the exact same. Or it's all plastic, so it's stamped plastic, it all looks the same. Let's say you wanted to get a custom little stock for your handgun or
So
something.
you're telling me the
I
best
can make it for you. You pay me money.
Yeah,
the
or
best
even-
thing you could do is just go out and basically yard sell shit.
Not yard sale.
even yard
You could
sale.
craft.
You can go get antiquities and just sell them because those are going to be the hardest things to find because everything's automated now.
Pretty
Anything
much.
that's
Well,
handcrafted would be more money.
Kind of.
So, like,
Well, it's like everything. You don't have to worry about stuff. Vending machines, basically, because everything's already taken care of. You don't have to worry about going and get things that's already ready for you to go. So yours would be that same thing. If you hop in the machines or transport, whatever, you still might ride a skateboard and shit. well, you're going to want someone to be able to either make you that skateboard, or say you want someone to paint it, you know, or let's say you have a scooter or something you're driving around. Well, I want fucking stripes. I'm like, you know, you gotta have someone that can do that for you, you know, say
A robot.
You
Or
could,
you're into
you could have
motorcycles.
a robot do it. Like, you could take it to a shop, and they'll be like, I want this and this and that. Okay, it's going to be...
$200
This.
because the guy who
But let's say-
handcrafts it and will make mistakes.
But that's what makes it better, is handcraft.
and it'll already
Or
be a
if you
thing
like
'cause it'll be-
hiking, if you let's say you like going out and fishing or hiking, exploring the wilderness, camping out there, instead of spending all your time at work, you're fucking 10 hours a day for 5 days a week. You know, you could spend that time with your family out in the woods or camping or doing whatever the fuck you want, traveling the world, doing whatever, because you're constantly getting that money. So instead of just being stuck in Smog Lake City, you could spend a day in California, spend a day in Nevada, spend a day in Arizona, spend a day in Texas, spend a day, you know, you just keep moving because you're getting paid. So you could stop at a housing and stay there for a day or two.
With
and
$5,000, no matter what, I feel like housing, rent, everything would skyrocket. I feel like food would skyrocket. I feel like everything. Like, you want a chimichanga from Taco Bell?
Why would
it's gonna
food
be
skyrocket?
$45.
If you had robots, let's say you had robots planting cornfields, taking care of the cornfields, removing the corn off the cornfields, packaging the corn, delivering the corn, and putting it in a vending machine down the street from you, why would that be more expensive instead of having a farmer do it when the machine's doing it?
Because it has to.
It's a
equal
hard
out.
line.
It
I
has
think
to-
it's a hard
There has to be a
line.
balance.
Yeah, because I guess the ideal way would be like, let's just have money be no object. You know, essentially, hey, if you were to wake up today, because you didn't have to worry about money, you got your $5,000 in the bank, and what would you do? Well, I'd go hiking, you know, and so you go hiking, and naturally, as a hiker, you would want to fix the trail, and so all the natural hikers would be up there fixing the trail, and you wouldn't have to pay someone to go do any of that, or have outdoor rangers, because the people that naturally
Yeah,
gravitate
but when you're
towards
out there hiking, does that really cross your mind right now when you're hiking? I can't
I were
pick
to
up
be-
that piece of garbage because I got a job.
Or
You know
or
what
if,
I'm
if
saying?
the trail's like washed away.
It's
you'd
like,
be
why
someone,
would you?
Who
why would
fixes
you all
this?
of
Who's
a
going to come back and do
sudden
this?
Want to go do that stuff because you don't have a job anymore.
I think it's the argument that we're saying here is like, let's say when the farmers first got a tractor or something, or those big $1 million machines, everyone's probably thinking, oh shit, if this farmer drops $2 million on machinery, food's going to skyrocket so that he can cover the payment.
He still has to drive it.
But what happens to the food once you get these big machines that are producing tons and tons and tons and tons more food than he could do with a horse and buggy? The food price goes down because before he could produce, let's say, 1,000.
Not yet. Not
let's say-
until he has a competitor who does the exact same thing and marks him down by $10.
And then they go down even more and more and more and more. So eventually, food gets to the point where it's super cheap. So then, if you get rid of the farmer and all you have is the
Okay,
robots
now
doing
let's say
it,
you have a bunch of fishermen guys who risk their lives out there on the crab boats, but now you have robots. They're not going to die. They can easily swoop up as many fucking crabs as you want.
But the
now we
thing
don't
is-
have any more crabs.
No.
Because they do it so efficiently.
no,
There's no
that's the
more
thing, though.
tunas.
No. That's the thing.
Because you have
is
robots monitoring the breeding system.
Humans actually do more harm gathering fish than a robot would. Let's say you had a robot that was specifically designed to catch yellowtail tuna, just yellowtail tuna, and at a certain size. These
Then you
robots
have a
would fly out there.
competitor who says, I'm going to
There
catch
is no
more.
competitor. There is no
there's
competitor,
going to
'cause
be
there's-
competitors.
there's
There's
one
always
thing.
a competitor.
No.
There's always a yin. There's always a
there's
yang.
the U.S.
The capital, they own everything.
So the U.S. flying these robots out there, and there's a specific set. You are only allowed to catch tuna of this size.
See,
What about the Chinese one? Why is there
That's
more?
why our drones will have guns on them.
Well, that's
International waters, dude.
That's the one problem with the basic income is because of that. Is where you have
Exactly.
to, unfortunately, with like a basic income, whatever it is, if it is like the capital or if it's like you know the United States, if it's China is their version, you almost have to give everything to them. You know, so it's basically even maybe it
Outsourcing.
wasn't a $5,000, but it's like, hey, your house, your electricity, your food, your water, your internet, your everything is paid for. You know, everything you're allowed to go get, you get.
But
as
your
many-
taxes are going to be at. I don't know.
Say,
dude. I
say
think
there's no
always
taxes,
A give.
but like say it was China's like, well, we're better, and they destroy your capital, then you are. I mean, it kind of, at least with America, you kind of like say they were to kind of go after the capital. one thing that's kind of dangerous about the United States is there's so many people off. They already have their own property. Everyone has their own things, their own trucks, their own everything, the guns. A lot of areas could create their own countries. Like even Texas, they're on their own grid. They could create their own little country, you know. But with the basic income, if all that were to take away, your transport system's gone, your everything's gone. That's one of the problems the United States has. Is one of our electrical system is all on the same grid. So people could just take out our grid system, it would be fucked, you know.
Well, you can see it in iRobot where Will Smith still drives his motorcycle. It's really dangerous, everybody, and everybody has their automated cars.
And think about that. So like everybody would never have to worry about anything, and the only way is you have to pay someone hella dollar to go to a place to work on bikes because only 7 people love it, you know, and he's one of them, and that's the idea, and so they're making good money from doing it.
So you're saying right now everybody should learn a trade of some sort that could be valuable in the future?
I think everybody should have something that they wake up and be like, if they should wake up and maybe not want to for sure do that every day, but at least have it in their mind.
Hiking is definitely not going to be one of them because I can buy a Jordan right now. Or in the future, that can travel at least 200 miles, and I can sit on my ass and go take a picture on the top of the highest mountain in Utah and just be like, "Hey, look, this is where I am." Take a picture of a scenic thing.
Well, I bet there's a bunch. I already know there's a bunch of people that are like bushmen that would. Even I would say Joe Robinson or Robert, or whatever his name is. He's a YouTuber, but he goes every every week and stuff, and does it. And they even talk about it. Oh man, it's been too long. I've been trying to get out there, and then he shows up like the bag and the knife. And and basically that's kind of what he is. He really doesn't have to worry about it as long as he puts a camera up.
So the cool thing about it is
he's living off a basic
he's
income.
Not a robot, and that's why everybody loves him.
Yeah, but he's doing things that like the robot wouldn't, and so in our minds he doesn't have to worry about so he doesn't have to go back and then work 9 to 5 so that he can and not be able to have the time and ability to take off and go do that.
Yeah.
You know, so we want to see what happens when you have the time and ability to take off, and then just imagine the 9 to 5 if it is a warehouse picker. Imagine a machine's doing that instead, and so I mean that's where the basic income would work is if you had a robot working for you technically, and then you have a robot uprising, and then you have.
So wouldn't it be more? I want to say tangible, just like if you could buy your own robot and have them work for you. Is what I'm saying. Yeah,
or if everyone was gifted the robot, you know, and it's make the decision to what it does.
If you can earn a certain amount of money, like $100,000 to buy your robot that does everything you do, then you can have that $5,000.
Yeah, or something like that. Because that makes it a middle ground where we're at now, where unfortunately the idea of basic income is like the Fifi, let's have flowers in the sky idea.
I love it.
And then the other idea is kill half the fucking people, you know? Like, we have to take half of us out.
Well, the thing that
because we get to the point where it's like, we either have to make everybody live, or make it where we can go back to the 50s where it's like, fucking yeah, dude, we need you to be the shop clerk here, so we're going to pay you a good dollar where you can buy a house, you can have a family, have 10 kids, buy a boat, and be a clerk, you know? Whereas now, it's like, everybody can do that shit. Everybody, you can call anybody to come clean your store, you know? And so it's like, oh, shit. But you never know, man.
It just sucks, I feel like, having the guy who just got out of jail for murdering his whole family after 15 years make just as much as you because, you know...
I don't think anybody would be getting out of jail after that.
Well, I mean, like the sex offender living 2 doors down making the same as much as you, but now he's making more money because he's telling people on YouTube how to fucking...
Get away with it.
You know, build batteries or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Then that's another argument, too. It's like, did this fucking... system not work because they're supposed to be right. They're supposed to come out rehabilitated. So essentially, like, you know, you look at them. Oh, they're no longer a murderer because they went through the set 10 years, and in that 10 years they changed. And so I guess you assume that same thing. But yeah, at the end of the day, is it like you wonder about people that do that? If man, I've done everything straight and narrow, you know, and then these people screwed up. I'd like to hear other people's
comments on this. Honestly, like there's got to be. I mean, I'm not. There's definitely not a right or a wrong, but there's definitely comments.
Yeah, because it could be a big thing. You never know.
That could be said.
I mean,
because think about it. I wouldn't mind if it was the bad.
Of course, nobody would mind getting $5,000 for free a month.
Okay, we'll say they're like, all right, only the top 50 or the top 60% of the people in their professions live. Was everyone going to take that bet? Would you take that bet that you're the least top 60 of your profession?
Well, over
If not
in the
every-
whole world,
in the
absolutely.
entire world.
In the
There
entire
you
world,
go.
fuck yeah, dude. I
See?
mean, America would be fine.
See?
South Africa would be like, fuck this. This is this rigged system.
Well, that's the idea of like that's where I guess if you go back to fucking Nazism, that's what they thought. You know, they're like we'll take out the people with the less
Not
of the
exactly.
skills.
It's more
and-
like, hey, these guys don't have land. Let's
Yeah.
kill them.
They're fucking rats. But that's what's crazy. It's like with a little bit of education, our mindsets change a little bit. It like slowly upgrades. Okay, well, we're not after all the people, just the people that don't are as skilled as much. And just, whoa, no, that's wrong.
I didn't get an opportunity to develop the skills. Well, that's
Yeah.
your fault.
Because that's the unfortunate
waste
part.
of
You know,
life.
with humans, the only way we know we're alive is we have to have other people. And so, like, it's the other thing that like you can't be. We're all the same. It's like, well, if we're all the same, then we wouldn't have us and we wouldn't have others. We'd just have like a blob. We'd be like a school of fish. You know, all moving the same. But
I don't know. I'm curious to hear what other people have to say. So if you have any comments, please leave them on the comment section of whatever the hell you're listening to right now.
you can send them to Admir's
Spotify.
house.
Admir's house.
Mail them to Admir's
31.
house along with the wedding invitation.
Yeah, just whatever. If you got cool shit, send it.
No,
If you heard
legit
it.
though on YouTube, Instagram,
Yeah.
Lost Minds Podcast.
Instagram always the best for the especially
SoundCloud.
DM, all that kind of stuff. So,
Facebook. They
yeah,
might
let
be
us know. Let us what
recording
you know. Do you
information
want a basic income? Would you be able to take it if someone knocked on your door and just started handing you a $5,000 bill, and they
Every
were like,
month?
"All right, man, here you go. You don't have to go to work tomorrow." What? What do you mean? I don't got to go to the factory? Dude, we have a
Nope.
machine that
We'll
can
take
dig
your
fucking
job.
holes, bitch. Enjoy your life. Oh, I don't have to dig any
At least
holes.
the Mexicans wouldn't be getting picked on. It'd be the robots.
No.
Taking jobs.
You're
Yeah.
wrong there.
But until another time, we'll find yeah, until next time, leave your comments and then also buy through the Amazon link and also, yeah,